All right, this is S0. So this is a review on multi-step equations, and there's some easy ones and they get progressively more, let's call it interesting, as time goes on. Again, just like the other worksheets, if you can handle this, then you know what, talk to your instructor about how much of the package you need to do. That's going to be an easy way. My general rule would be if you can handle this, then you should probably be looking at the level 2, level 3 questions, or do some of each page and then come back in 2 weeks and do some more and do some more, so that by, I don't know, like midterms, you've got it all finished. That way it stays fresh in your mind, because there's nothing worse than, you know, doing all this work and figuring this out at the beginning of the year and then not touching again until midterms or finals, and then you get a question like this and you're like, I don't know what to do. So practice makes permanent, remember that. And I'm sorry, there's no little round first thing in the video. All right, let's get to it. We got 23 is 5 plus 6x. We want to isolate my x, so I'm going to subtract 5. 23 minus 5 is 18 is equal to 6x. Now that's multiplication there, so I'm going to divide by 6 on both sides. X is equal to 3. And I'm going to be kind to my instructor, and I'm going to circle that. All right, 5 minus 8 is 27, so add 8 to get moved to the other side. Right, we're doing SAMDEB, right? SAMDEB. Which, in case you're not familiar with, that's just bed mounts backwards. So I start with addition and subtraction to move all the numbers to one side, all the variables to the other, which is what I'm doing right now. And then I'm going to do multiplication or division to simplify, to get the x by itself. All right, so anyway, 27 plus 8, that should be 35. So 5x is equal to 35. Now we're at the, all my variables are here, all my numbers are there, so we're going to divide by 5. X is equal to 7. All right, this one looks scary, but it's actually not too bad. I don't know about you, the moment I see a fraction, I start to twitch a little bit. But I've learned to get over my fear. I need to get this part by itself, so let's move that 7 over. Now careful, minus 3 minus 7 more is minus 10 is equal to x over 5. Now x over 5 is actually x divided by 5. So if I multiply this side by 5 and I multiply this side by 5, it's going to work. Because here, that's going to cancel out to 1, because 5 divided by 5 is 1, which leaves me with the x. And sorry, I'm just going to add that bracket there because it looked kind of weird. 5 times minus 10, it's minus 50. There we go. Those are kind of level 1 questions. You don't really need any simplification, and all the variables are on one side. This is getting a little more fun. I've got variables on both sides. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to subtract 2x and subtract 2x. I'm going to move all my x's over to this side. So 4x minus 2x is 2x plus 9. That's equal to minus 6. Now, I have my x's here. I need to move my numbers to the other side. So I'm going to subtract 9, subtract 9. 2x is minus 6 minus 9 more. It's minus 15. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. Minus 7.5. And there we go. All right, number 9. Ooh, sorry, number 5. Okay, it looks really weird. And I threw it on there, you know, just to see what you can do with something. Again, under the fraction. So up here, when I did the fraction, I did what math teachers, well, I shouldn't do that. Math teachers say is correct. And it's fine, and it's shorter. I don't normally do it that way. I normally will cross multiply anytime I see a fraction, and that's what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to cross multiply here. So 1 times b plus 4 is equal to, now we're going to go the other way, 9 times b plus 12. And the complete and total only reason I cross multiply is to get rid of that fraction. I don't want and I don't do anything in my first step other than cross multiply, right? Organize everything, prescribe. Now I'm gonna distribute through, so I guess I do it right. 1 times v is v, 1 times plus 4 is plus 4, so really, like, nothing happened. I could have just dropped the brackets there. Equals, but on this side, we get 9v plus 108. Now, that looks much nicer. You have a lot of choices at this point. You can pick a side. I'm just going to go minus b, and I'm going to get 4 is equal to 9b minus 1b is 8b plus 108. You could have moved the 9 the other way. I don't know, habit. I try to avoid negatives because that's where I screw up. But you know what? When I'm going to move the 8 over there, minus 108, sorry, I'm going to get minus 104. So I really didn't gain anything. 8b, 5 by 8. 104 5 by 8 is 13. So that's going to give me minus 13 is equal to b. Now, in the very bottom there, I said I should check number 5. So I guess I'll squish it over here. When you check, and this is hugely important, don't check at this step, don't check at this step. You go back and you rewrite your original one. And I'm sorry, it's going to be teeny tiny. 9 is equal to minus 13 plus 4 over minus 13 plus 12. And now I think I have a mistake. I don't know. 9 minus 13 plus 4. Oh, that's going to, never mind. It's going to be minus 9. Minus 13 plus 12 is minus 1. So 9 is equal to 9. Because a negative divided by a negative is positive. So that checked. So my answer there is right. And remember, this number, your actual v is equal to, doesn't have to match these. It's just this side and that side of the equation have to match. All right, going back up to here. We're getting into level, I don't know, level 2, level 3. Like these are kind of possibly like grade 12, late grade 10, probably grade 12 questions, because there's some simplifying to do at the first. So on this side, I can't do anything because those are not like terms. This one I can multiply through. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 3k is plus 18k. I'm going to, I don't know, I'm going to add 6k here. Again, if you want, you can move the 18 to the other side if that makes you happier. So minus 18 is equal to 6 plus 18 plus 6 is 24k. And now I need to move the 6 over, minus 6 minus 6. Negative 18 minus 6 more is minus 24. So it's 24k. 5 by 24. 5 by 24. K is equal to minus 1. All right. I don't know how number 7 slipped in there. That's not too bad. Key though, remember, and I guess I was doing it here and I didn't mention it, is if possible, always simplify each side before you start doing stuff, right? Because if I look at this and I don't simplify first, I'm going to move the 1 over and then I'm going to move the 5 over and stuff like that. But you don't do that. Just do it. Simplify. Simplify first. Nothing on this side, but I've got 1 and I've got plus 5. So I'm going to get minus 2n plus 6. Minus 6. Minus 6. So 0 is equal to minus 2n. 5 by minus 2. N is equal to 0. All right, you know what? That slightly weirded me out. And that's the other time I do checks, right? Sometimes the question will say, do a check for this. Other times, if the answer feels weird, or I'm going, well, pretty sure I got that right, do a check. 6 is equal to 1 minus 2n plus 5. So I'm rewriting the equation exactly the way it is. 6 is equal to 1 minus 2 times 0. Now notice I put it in brackets because otherwise it's going to look like 20 plus 5, 6. Okay, 1 minus 0 plus 5. Oh yeah, we're good. 6 is equal to 6. Never mind. Just paranoid does. All right, let's keep going. Those are not like terms, so I can't put them together, so just copy them down. But we can distribute minus 4 times 1 minus 4. And careful here, minus 4 times minus 6x, we need plus 24a. Okay. I just realized this is a question that I'll start this and I'll make sure it's started on yours. It's a little bit weird because it has actually no solution, because the moment we go minus 24a minus 24a, and this is going to cancel and this is going to cancel. It's minus 22 is equal to minus 4. No solution. So if your variables cancel out and you get something weird like minus 22 is minus 4, it means there's no solution, which means there's no number that you can put in there that's going to make that equation work. All right, last one here. Ooh, this looks like fun. Okay, so there's a negative out in front, so we're going to distribute. We're going to pretend there's a negative 1 there, and we're going to distribute. It's going to be minus 1 minus 7x. And then I'm going to distribute here, plus 42 plus 6x is equal to 36. Now, I just want to make sure I haven't screwed that up. So that was a plus 1, it's minus, that was, right? Because a negative out in front is going to change your signs. And these two were both negative, so they're both positive there. Not going to do over on that side, but maybe, just maybe, I can do some collecting here. So minus 7x plus 6x is minus x. Don't lose that negative. Right, that's a really common mistake. Careful there. And then minus 1 plus 42 would be probably like plus 41. I'm sad that that took me a while to figure out. Now we need to move this over there. So subtract 41 because we want to isolate. Negative x. Oopsies. That was kind of weird looking x. I don't know what 36 minus 41 is. 36 minus 41 minus, oh, that's embarrassing. Okay, now, really, really, really common mistake at this point. You can't have a negative x. You need to divide by negative 1. X is equal to 5. Boom. There is your answer. I hope you did well in this review. I guess I forgot to say at the very beginning that you turn off the camera and do the review. But if you got to this stage in my workbook, you know I say that every video. All right, have an awesome day.